Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today Kanye has finally dropped Donda, his newest album. I've been waiting for this for a little while, so I am gonna go through each of his songs. I think there's like 27 on this album, and I am gonna say my reaction to all of them. So starting off with Lord I Need You, I like how he turns to God and is like saying that like God has like his family's back. I found it funny how he said like cussing at your baby mama. That's why they call it custody. Get it? Like custody. So funny. Take it to the moon. Don't leave so soon. How can I get through? I found Moon to be a very beautiful song. Make me new again. Make me new again. Make me new again. I like how this song is like simple. In No Child Left Behind, I like the organ sound. It sounds like very heavenly, and I like how he says to always count on God. In Off the Grid, I like how he says I had to move away from people who are miserable. I can totally relate because my dad is always miserable, and it's just like it takes so much energy, like just like being around miserable people, because I don't know why, it just drains you. And yeah, I'd rather be positive and be like happy and joyful, so I'd rather just like get away from that, you know? And I like the part where he says, I talk to God every day, that's my bestie. They playing soccer in the backyard, I think I see Messi. I like the piano in Television. Do, 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 do. Okay, okay, I'm not okay. Take the good, get out the way. In Okay Okay Part 2, I like Shensia. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Yeah, she was really good. And like when I think she said can't trust people, like that is so true. Like people, you never really know people's true colors. In Praise God, I like how Donda said like even if you're not ready for the day, it cannot always be night. And I also like Travis and Kanye on a track together, always, of course. In Pure Souls, I like Roddy and Kanye on this song together, and Shensia's voice is so smooth, like it reminds me like so smooth like a ribbon. I like the whistling in Remote Control. In Keep My Spirit Alive, I like how Kanye like says to give your all to God and he will reimburse you, because that's really true. Like if you just have faith and have trust in God, then like everything will work out. In 24, I like how he says, I know you're alive, but God's not finished. It's like we never know like God's plan, and like sometimes when we're down and we may not see the light, like we don't know God's plan for our life, and like God is never like done with our life, you know? In Believe What I Say, I felt so bad for Kanye. He was like, oh, go get your best attorney. There's so many secrets in this family. Like I think they're passing notes. I think he's talking about the Kardashians and like divorcing Kim and all of that. And when he said things I cried about, I found laughable. That's so true. Like sometimes when I'm like sad, I end up like laughing. I don't know. It's just like, I guess like a coping mechanism, or I have no idea. But like sometimes I end up laughing like about like bad situations that I get into. And I like the part where, I think it was at the ending, where it was like, I didn't draw a fit when you told me you wanted to leave. I said I loved you. Like I feel like that speaks to like someone's character, like when someone's leaving them, like they like have no bad things to say about them, or they don't want to end on bad terms. And like it really speaks to someone's character, like when they're leaving you, that like the thing, like you didn't get angry or anything, you didn't get mad at them, all you like had to say was that you love them. I feel like that speaks to someone's character, and I don't know, it just makes me like respect Kanye more for like dealing with the situation maturely. And also like not all breakups or like separations have to like end on bad terms. Like we can always like be friends or like end on positive terms, and it can actually be for the better. I also related to Come to Life the most. I feel like that's my favorite song because I just like related to it the most. Like when he said, I've been in the dark for too long, gotta make my mark before I'm gone, I don't want to die alone. Like that's so relatable. Like I feel like everybody wants to do that. Like everybody wants to make their mark on this earth, on this life before they're gone. And like I feel like nobody wants to be alone. Like everybody like nobody really wants to die alone because it's so like scary, and I guess just like an unsure thing. And I also found the piano to be very beautiful in this song. In Donda chant, it was just like someone saying Donda in like various different ways. In God Breathe, there was like this sound that I kept hearing, and it like reminded me of like someone breaking like a window every like little while in the song. Heaven and Hell sounded like a song that, I don't know, you just like play when you're about to make like a comeback. In Donda, I feel like she's giving a speech, and I like how she's saying like she can like she was told she can talk about anything, about like what she taught Kanye and how he isn't scared. And I like Donda because like she taught Kanye like to never be scared, and like possibilities are endless. I feel like when you have a parent and you grow up and they always tell you like you can do anything and that they like believe in you, then like of course like you're gonna have a kid like Kanye who does things and like does great things, and like they accomplish so much. And I just want to say rest in peace to Donda. And in Hurricane, I love The Weeknd, of course, and like when they're singing like everyone's so judgmental, everyone hurts, like that's so true. I'm just like wondering why everyone is being so judgmental if everyone hurts. Like if they put themselves in other people's shoes and like showed more compassion, then like there's no need to be judgmental, because like you know how it feels. And I also really liked how Jay-Z and Kanye are back in jail. And in Jail Part 2, I liked the baby, of course. In Jesus Lord, when like he was talking about like suicidal thoughts, thinking about like what's up there, I feel like that's a normal thing when you have suicidal thoughts, to think about like what's after death and what's actually in heaven. Also just like thinking about death and wondering if you'll see your loved ones again is like a normal thought to have. I felt so bad for Larry's son, like talking about how he keeps being told like his father will come back home, but like always being let down, and it just like broke my heart. I also just like really like how they sing like Jesus Lord, and I also like Jonah because Vori's on it, and like listening to Vori, it's always a vibe. And in Junior, when he said like God's time can't fit on a wrist, like that's so true, like it can't fit on a watch on your wrist. And then lastly, Junior Part 2, I haven't heard like Cardi's music before, but after listening to like them sing on this song, I definitely will. And of course like Ty Dolla was obviously good on this song. And yeah, that was my reaction to Kanye's newest album called Donda. It finally came out. It was supposed to be released a couple times, and yeah, overall I liked it. It took me a while to listen to it because there's like 27 songs. So yeah, that's my reaction to it. If you have listened to it already, let me know what your favorite song on the album was and what your thoughts were. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in another video. I'm gonna head on home because it's like storming and like there's lightning already and it's about to thunder, so I gotta get home. So see ya.